The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
Live from Bryan Station High School in Lexington, it is a great Saturday treat. Frederick Douglass and the Bryan Station Defenders. I'm Chris LaBar alongside with KJ Jones. This has the makings, KJ, of being a fantastic game.
It does. It's a rivalry game and also a big district game, so the intensity I expect to be very high in this game because district games are the most important games of the season. They'll determine the playoff seasons and getting home field advantage or not.
So many storylines there. You see the district standing, Station and Douglass both at 1-0, so the winner has a leg up, and then also, and more importantly, a second home game next month in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure, and home field advantage is a big difference in the playoffs. You want any advantage you can get, especially when it comes to late games in the season.
Should be an outstanding matchup. We will talk with Frederick Douglass offensive coordinator Evander Harris. Will also catch up with Bryan Station head coach Philip Hawkins. That and much, much more as we continue on in our pregame. Look at today's weather forecast presented by Meijer. Visit their Hamburg location at 2155 Paul Jones Way for any of your shopping needs. Meijer, a proud supporter of Central Kentucky high school athletics on Glycod. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better rebuild than what Coach Hawkins has done here at Bryan Station, and he'll join me next with his pregame thoughts right after this timeout on Glycod.
First opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now, through everything that's come our way. We've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cartown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! Ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you.
Good morning from Bryan Station High School. Philip Hawkins, head coach at the Defenders, joins me. A lot of storylines, Philip, in this game. What resonates the most with you?
Well, I think top of everybody's mind is Douglass has been able to beat the city schools. You know, I think they're 30-0 against the city schools since they were built. And so that pops out locally. I think the other thing is it's 2 top 6A schools that are playing on a Saturday where nobody else is playing. So I think that those are probably the 2 primary things that I've listened to over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
You could play them again next month in a more meaningful game. How do you manage that?
Yeah, potentially we could see them in a regional final or semifinal or state championship game. And I guess you take what you learn from today and you figure it out, or you continue doing what you did, and then you move on from there. Ultimately our goal is just try to be competitive today, win this football game, and secure ourselves some home field advantages during the playoffs.
5 straight wins, Coach. You guys clicking on all cylinders. What's been the biggest difference in this turnaround?
I think that taking a couple losses early in the year benefited us. We were able to examine some kids, and we were also able to get some kids healthy. And we had a couple transfers that weren't cleared yet and that have made big impacts. And, I just think we got everybody going in the right direction. And certainly our teams followed that lead. And I'm excited about what they do. They've done this to me every season I've been here, and they've gone on these 10 wing runs, and hopefully they can do that one more time for me.
Washington, the transfer in the backfield from GRC, is he the difference in your team? Seems like he brings a little something differently than the rest of your guys.
Well, I think probably our running back room was pretty good. I think he just brings another tough runner with some speed, and he's a kid that likes to play in these big games, and certainly he brings a lot to what we're doing, but I feel like he's just an added bonus.
What sorts of things do you guys need to get done today to win?
Well, I think turnovers, we got to control and make sure we don't have any turnovers, and we've got to be good in all 3 phases. I mean, Douglas is very good in all 3 phases, and it's going to take that kind of effort from us to match them, and then it's who makes the least amount of turnovers going to win this football game.
Feels like a little bit like playoff weather, and certainly the intensity here this week at the campus, Coach.
Yeah, our kids have just practiced like, they've been practicing the last few weeks, and they know this is a big game, but it's been a good week for us going into this game, and this will be exciting for our kids regardless, and we're just looking forward to kickoff.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Head Coach Philip Hawkins. Be right back on Glycod.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us, and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Hi, I'm Sarah Neely. I'm the financial manager at Mill Ridge Farm. Whenever you transition financial institutions, there's a tremendous amount of paperwork involved. Traditional banks streamline this paperwork, and they just made it very simple. Traditional Bank is a locally owned bank that allows us to operate on an international platform. They make my life better, they make my job easier, and they make Mill Ridge a better place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Bryan Station High School in Lexington. Chris LeBar alongside with former male Bulldog KJ Jones. So glad to have you here. Our great Glycod crew welcomes you as well. And hearing Coach Hawkins talk about the resurgence of this team, winners of 5 straight, KJ. In this offense, they're getting better each week, averaging over 30 a game.
Yeah, they are. And the keys for Bryan Station are staying balanced on offense. They're really balanced, and you don't want to get away from what you're doing. Also averaging 32 points per game. And then also their shutdown defense. They're only allowing 6 points in the last 3 games, but this station offense is averaging 21 points per game. So they're going to have their hands full tonight on that defense.
Take a look at the keys to the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. And let's take a look again at this station. It's the offensive balance, but they've got to put some pressure on Stroutman, the sophomore quarterback for Douglas.
They do. And for Douglas, they have 6 intros on the season, but Station's averaging 14 takeaways a game. They have 9 interceptions also, so that's going to be a big key right there. And then for Douglas also, slowing down that Bryan Station offense, like I said, averaging 32 points per game.
Douglas, over their time, the identity has been the offensive line and their very stout defense. Last year, really the last 2 years, KJ, they've had the best defense in the state. This defense is very young, but they're getting better, and I think they've got to get some turnovers. Plus, they're even on turnovers this season, very important today.
Yeah, that's something that's big, even on turnovers. You definitely got to win that turnover battle because in a game like this, turnovers can make or break the game, so that's going to be a big emphasis point for this game right here.
This Bronco defense coordinated defensively by Jeffrey Poe. The offensive coordinator is Evander Harris, and he will join me next. He's going to talk about his youthful team, and he's very confident, loves his guys, and the growth that they've exhibited. It's Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station live on a Saturday morning in Lexington, and more coverage on Glycod when we come back.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Frederick Douglass, Bryan Station live in Lexington. Evander Harris, offensive coordinator for Frederick Douglass, joins me. Evander, your offense, it looks like it's continuing to grow each week with young personnel. How would you assess where you guys are?
Obviously, we've got things that we can get better at in all facets of the game, up front, skill-wise. But like you said, we are getting better every day. Coming into this season, we didn't really know what we'd have, replacing all the talent that we did last year. But a lot of those early games kind of tested us, and so great experience for our young talent, and they're going to start showing out here soon.
Jackson Stroutman, sophomore quarterback, he was thrust into a pretty difficult predicament. How do you think he's done?
I think he's done phenomenally. Obviously, he's didn't want to lose a state championship quarterback like we did. But for him to come in as a sophomore and to have the poise that he's had and deliver some of the balls that he's only going to get better, and his future is very, very bright.
Looking at this Bryan Station defense, how do you exploit some of their speed?
That's a tough question. Hopefully we can, match their speed with our speed. We want to establish the run game early, hopefully make them defend the whole field horizontally and take some shots vertically when we can.
Are they different in any way from what you've seen prior when you played them?
A little bit, yeah. So in years prior, they've been a lot more cover 4, played a lot of zone coverage against us. They played predominantly man this year, so a little bit different week. Early on in the season, we saw a lot of man coverage. So kind of going back to some things that we did well in some of those early games against man coverage, and so it should be a good battle.
I know you guys are so vested in terms of time allocation with the program. How have you spent this week? Has it been any different from prep?
Not really. With having the extra day of prep, we had, an extra walk-through day on Wednesday just to kind of save their legs a little bit, and then got after it again on Thursday. So it was really good mental days, and that's what you need to beat a team like this.
Good luck, Evander. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Offensive coordinator for Frederick Douglass, Evander Harris. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to Lexington. More coverage when we come back to Bryan Station High School on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher, by making a real difference in the communities we serve, and by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
A wonderful rendition of the national anthem as we welcome you back. Frederick Douglass and the Bryan Station Defenders, first place in the district on the line today, along with much, much more. This series, it hasn't dated back very long, but certainly everyone aware, KJ, of the stranglehold that the Broncos have had on the city of Lexington.
Yeah, they're very good. They're some tough competition for them tonight. Very good defensively also, so I'm really excited to see what they bring tonight.
So the Broncos here, you see they've won all 5 matchups, including 30 in a row versus Lexington teams. And interesting, talking with Coach Hawkins before the game, so much at stake, so many storylines. That's the first thing that he talked about, is that they've dominated this city. So perhaps the best opportunity prior for any team to upend Douglas. Let's talk more about this Bronco defense, KJ, specifically. They were so young up front. The back seven had some experience coming in. And linebacker Darian Neal and Caden Clay, those two guys been very solid.
Yeah, they are. Caden Clay, the leading tackle on the team with 33 tackles. And then also Darian Neal, 30 tackles. And then DB Jeremiah Lowe, an interception for a touchdown. So those are some good guys on that defense. And also three D1 commits on the defense as well.
Yeah, Jeremiah Lowe off to Michigan, of course, and fellow corner Terrian Hicks will play at Northwestern. So this Bronco defense, a little north in terms of points. They're giving up more points this year, 17 a game on defense, but 1-1 in the last two championship matchups.
Yeah, and they've got some good turnovers on the defensive side as well. But yeah, giving up a few more points, but still strong on the defensive side. This
has the makings of being a fantastic matchup. Last night in the district, Madison Central got their first win, won by 3 over George Rogers Clark. So GRC now falls to 4th. These two teams tied at 1st. And then you've got in 3rd place Madison Central, and they will take on Bryan Station next week with George Rogers Clark traveling to the farm. That will be our broadcast next week with the Broncos hosting George Rogers Clark. Kickoff next, Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station. Some Saturday morning basketball. We'll have it for you when we come back on Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing. Help save lives. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Meyer. Higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank. Because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen. Now to the field for all the action of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
This broadcast is authorized by Bryan Station High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. It's actually Saturday morning football as we welcome you back. Chris Labar along with KJ Jones, Isaac Golick on camera with John Strange and Shidroke Artistani, our production assistant. So glad to have you join us. And this Bronco team, it took a short drive over, about 2.5 miles, and they're ready to play today.
They are, and when you're such a short distance, it makes the rivalry even greater. You really want to take that lead and be the best team in the city, and these two teams right here are some of the best in the city. So it's going to be a really good game that we have on our hands tonight, this morning.
I wouldn't say best in the city. I'd say best in the state. You've got two teams that, quite honestly, could threaten for a state title in 6A this year.
They very well could. Some tough competition and some D1 commits out there. So, yeah, some good teams here.
So Frederick Douglass loosening up on the far sideline. And Bryan Station on the opposite end, yet to take the field. What a difference the weather's made in 24 hours. It was upper 80s, low 80s yesterday, and it is quite chilly this morning. Temps in the mid-50s with some breeze. And Bryan Station taking the field. So glad to have you here on Glycod.com. This game will wrap up our Week 9 coverage and perhaps the best game in the state this week, commencing here in just about a minute. What do you look for early, KJ?
I'd look for offense. Both these teams have some really good offenses, so I think we might see a shootout tonight maybe, but the defense is also really good, so I'm more looking forward to the offense, though, seeing some big plays. Both these teams really explosive. I feel like we're going to have a lot of action.
Frederick Douglass will kick it away. Bryan Station will have Damon Green, the freshman, back. Young man that has a pair of kick return touchdowns on the season. He'll be joined by J.T. Haskins. There you see the Frederick Douglass sideline. And Cooper Ranvier, their outstanding kicker. Actually, both teams will have an outstanding kicker today. Zach Gentry having a phenomenal senior year for Bryan Station at that position. Ranvier quite the weapon with his depth on kickoffs. Average starting field position around the 20 on the years. Ranvier backpedaling Haskins, and another touchback.
Special teams always a big part of football, something that may be overlooked sometimes, and kicks like that going into the end zone start the game off right, don't allow a big return.
Gary McCauley, left tackle for Bryan Station. Left guard is Jaden Randall. Freshman Jeremiah Moore, the center. Right side has Keon Watson and Javon Frazier. Quarterback having a phenomenal senior year, Trenton Cutright. Over 1,000 pass yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And he's got 5 touchdowns on the ground as well. Kalen Washington featured back. 3 scores last week versus George Rogers Clark. He'll wear number 1, and he is a handful at 5'10", 210. First play from scrimmage. As Cutright short-sided run, and Washington stood up in the hole by Caden Clay.
Yeah, it looked like they started off with a simple inside zone right there, but good pursuit to the ball right there by the defense. Good job by Douglass.
It's Clay's 34th tackle on the year. We talked about him a moment ago. And it will be no gain on second down and 10 for this station offense. J.T. Haskins, the fine receiver, split to the near side out there, as well as Javari Burnett. Second down and 10 station. Second play from scrimmage. Ball nestled at the 20. Broncos crowd the line. And Cutright going to roll. He's going to fling it for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like a play-action rollout right there and just a little bit off target for his man. Bringing up a third down and long.
Frederick Douglass defense have Newcomb and Case at defensive ends. D'Amico Kennedy, the tackle. Logan Busen, Jaquan Rufus, Caden Clay, Darian Neal are the linebackers. 2 exemplary corners in Jeremiah Lowe and Terrian Hicks. And it's third down and 10. And Cutright going to roll. Floats across the middle, intended for Frazier, and it's poked away by Jeremiah Lowe.
Yeah, it looked like another rollout to the right there, and he was trying to hit the underneath the drag route, but really good defensive play right there by the Douglass defense to break it away and get him to fourth down.
Outstanding start for this Bronco D, forcing 3 and out.
It looked like it was number 23, Jeremiah Lowe, on the pass breakup. Really good defense right there, good coverage.
Cutright will punt with a pair of Broncos right near midfield as Cutright. A spinning, angling kick. It takes a backwards bounce, scooped up and picked up by Bryan Station at the Douglas 38-yard line, a punt of 18 yards.
Yeah, short punt right there and really good starting field position here for the Broncos. Let's see if they can capitalize, start the game off here.
Broncos offensive line led by those Division I anchors. D'Amico Kennedy, left tackle, off to Purdue. The right side has Zuri Madison. He'll matriculate next year at Arkansas. Jackson Meadows, left guard. The center, Isaac Lightfoot. Jalen Johnson, right guard. Quarterback, Jackson Stroutman. 900 pass yards on the year with 6 touchdown passes and 6 picks. Pharaoh Watts, one of a trio of running backs. First down and 10 Broncos. And there's an inside handoff, and Watts will bounce it outside and wrapped up for a loss back at the 41-yard line.
Looked like an RPO right there, and he handed it off. And he was stopped in the middle. It looked like Watts was trying to get through the middle, but bounced it back to the outside. But good pursuit back there by the Bryan Station defense and stopped him for a loss.
A loss of about 3, second down, now in 13. Avion Chenault, Darian Talbot, 2 speedsters will round out the Broncos' offensive unit. With Stroutman back to throw. He's going to fling it down that far sideline. And that ball's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like it was one-on-one, man-to-man coverage on the outside over there. No safety help over top, and he just put it up for his man to try to make a play, but just a little bit outside. He was able to catch the ball, but good defense and good job by the defender to push him out of bounds and use the sideline as help.
Cooper Ranvier, the intended targets. A third down now. Both teams playing behind the sticks early. Bryan Station defense. Left to right, we'll have McCauley, Brown, and Frazier. That's Javon Frazier. Linebackers are Jalen Berry, Keelan Adams, Jason Hawker, and Devon Frazier with Haskins, Watts, Shagog, and White. The secondary, little screen pass brought down by Terry Kaysen, and Kaysen bulldozing his way in.
It looked like a screenplay right there, and you think the defense is going to bring a blitz right there, and that's the perfect call on the third down. The defense is bringing the blitz, and that burst of speed right there at the end, able to score a touchdown and break past the Station defense.
Only Kaysen's 4th grab of the year. This one a stroll in on a screen, and the Broncos up early.
Some good speed right there by Kaysen also at the tight end. You don't normally see tight ends with that much speed out there.
Kaysen, an outstanding athlete on the basketball floor, a growing role in that program. And what a great play call by Coach Evander Stewart, the offensive coordinator, as Ranvier tries to add one to the tally. And the Broncos, with a big play, lead by a score. More coverage on Glycod.com when we come right back.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at cartownkiausa.com. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires.
Terry Kaysen, a 41-yard touchdown reception on a screen, and the Broncos lead by a score. Cooper Ranvier back to pound it away. We'll take another look at that Kaysen screen in just a minute, as Bryan Station will have the football for the second time and for a second consecutive time. They'll begin at the 20s. We take another glance. KJ, that great screen.
Yeah, really good play right there, and just some poor tackling right there by the station defense, but even better play by Kaysen to break away and get the touchdown right there. Good way to start the game off, especially when you're on the road right there. Really good start.
So Bryan Station 3 and out on their first drive. They'll try a little better success here for the second opportunity, lined up at their 20-yard line. Football team that's won 5 straight coming in against a very daunting schedule. Two receivers split out to the near side with Trenton Cutright in the shotgun. 3-step drop. Here comes Clay up the middle, and Cutright trying to weave his way as he's out for about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, it looked like just a straight drop back pass right there, but good defense by the Douglas defense out there, taking away everything and not much, and just how to get what he could for a scramble.
Running such a key part of Cutright's game. And it will be second down and long. I'm not sure you could have ascribed a better beginning from a Douglas standpoint, 3 and out, and then score on your first drive.
Yeah, being on the road, too, you can't ask for a better start because it's really hard on road games.
In the belly of the running back from Cutright, and the pile for a couple.
Yeah, it looked like an inside zone right there, but that stout defensive line for Douglas not giving much in the short gain right there.
It's Kalen Washington, young man, 3 scores last week in the lopsided affair versus George Rogers Clark. And third down and long on the menu again for Bryan Station. As Cutright flings it to Green, and the freshman with a big conversion on third down.
Yeah, big conversion right there. It looked like Desmond Green right there on a simple hitch route to the outside and got just where he needed to be and was able to move the sticks there. Good catch by Green.
You get the sense Green's role continuing to grow in this program. As a freshman, he's such a weapon in special teams, and that is a big catch there, his 12th of the year. As Bryan Station inching their way up the field. And Cutright rifles it to Green again, and Green with a nice grasp and another first down.
Yeah, it looked like maybe another hitch route right there. It looked like an underneath route took the flats man. He was able to find that soft spot in the defense and get another big gain right there.
So Damon Green with back-to-back grabs, and Bryan Station up to their 44-yard line. You just joined us. Frederick Douglass scoring on a 41-yard screen pass on third down and long to Terry Kaysen. And Station with a football for the second time from their 45. New formation as Cutright rolling to the meat of the field. And he's going to navigate his way up for a first down.
Yeah, good play right there by Cutright. Looks like he was looking down the field and didn't have anything and kind of got the defense off with a punt fake right there. Was able to use his legs and get an explosive play right there.
So Station's offense starting to click a bit. That's 3 straight double-figure yardage plays. And they'll have it from the Frederick Douglass 44. And Cutright dumping a screen. Nice pass caught in stride by Washington and wrapped up from behind. That's Landon Menifee with a great tackle.
Yeah, a little flat route throw to Washington out there, but good pursuit by the Douglas defense over there and getting to the ball and not letting them pick up too many yards.
One of those hidden yardage plays is Menifee, the senior, with a big space stop. And it will be second down and about 7. Trips to the top as Cutright slings it across, and it's broken up again, but we've got a flag.
It looks like he tried to hit his man in the slot right there, but it looks like the defender got there just a second early.
Pass intended for Frazier.
Looks like it was number 7 right there that got there a little bit early, E.J. Klinkskill.
going to be a first down for Bryan Station. So we take a quick look at the outstanding 7-man crew. Referee Steve Pittman, the white hat today. And it's first down and 10, Bryan Station, as they're inching their way down the field, trying to tie this game up early. Cutright. There's another flag as Cutright slung to the surface.
Looks like Cutright was trying to find a man downfield, but that Douglas defense, that front line getting there really quickly, didn't really have much time back there. Have a flag on the play, though.
See if we can get a look at that hold. Perhaps a bull rush right up the middle.
Yeah, very good Douglas defensive line out there.
And a young group coming in. So much girth lost last year with Jalen Hand, Jamarian Harkless. And it's second down and 10. As Cutright dumps it out in the flat, that ball caught out in space. That's J.T. Haskins, and he'll squirm his way out close and perhaps getting a first down.
Yeah, Cutright hit his man on a flat route right there. And it looks like Station's found something with this pass game, putting together a good sustained drive here so far.
That's JT's 23rd grab of the year. Now he's going to get back to the initial line of scrimmage, I beg your pardon. So it'll be third down and 10 after the holding penalty on first down. They lost 10, so now it's third down and 10. Bryan Station from the Frederick Douglass 34. As Cutright rolling to the left. And there is a flag behind that play as Cutright down the sideline. There is a flag back at the 30 as Cutright tripped up.
Cutright had a big game right there. Looking down the field for a long time and finally decided to take it off. Looks like maybe a holding call back at the line of scrimmage.
There's that flag. Great job by our camera crew. Bryan Station with double-figure penalties last week and two key ones on this drive. It will remain third down. I think the question is where they're going to spot it. They're going to mark it back at the 36. So about third down and 18 looming for this Bryan Station offense. Pair of receivers to the top with one in the slot on third down and long. And Cutright, backside pursuit, dropped. And that ball's going to leak out, and the Broncos scoop it up.
Yeah, that Douglas defense is really getting back there. It looks like it was number 6, Caden Clay, getting back there, putting pressure on him. He got to wait for a second, but he was able to get the ball out.
So the Broncos with a key takeaway on third down and long, and they're going to have their first turnover this game at the 41-yard line.
And it looks like it was number 24, Darian Neal, with the recovery of the ball right there.
Broncos scoring on a big play on third down and long on their first drive, and now Jackson Stroutman leading the offense back out there. Hand off to Tay Allen. And Allen, nothing inside.
Looked like an inside zone right there, and a good stop by the defense on that play, by the Douglas defense.
Take another look while we can at that fumble preceding. And it certainly was Clay that caused the miscue.
Yeah, good team defense right there. One causing the fumble, one recovering.
Second down and long. Graham Dunn in motion for the Broncos. And Stroutman trying to set up a deep play. And a great pitch and catch. Avion Chenault up near the 40.
Looks like a crossing route right there, and good gain right there. Way to go up and get the ball by Chenault.
And a great touch, as you see, by Jackson Stroutman.
Looks like we have another flag on the play.
Will be a penalty on Frederick Douglass. So Chenault with a big grab, and then the Bronco infraction, it'll be marked back at their 45. And first down and 10. There's Allen, the decoy. No, excuse me, Allen will get the carry, and Devon Frazier, one of many station defenders involved in the tackle.
Yeah, another inside zone right there, in the station defense doing a good job containing the run so far.
Tay Allen involved in a lion's share of running backs involved with Pharaoh Watts and Dakari Talbert. Those three receive nearly 95% of the Bronco carries on the season. And Stroutman's going to dump it to the far side, and that ball's caught for a first down as the Broncos invading Bryan Station territory.
Looks like a play action right there, and the station defense playing a little bit off. And a good catch over there by Darian Talbert. Looked like a hitch route.
It's Talbert's 25th catch of the year, tops for the Broncos. It's first down and 10 as Frederick Douglass from the 44, flip out in space. And there's Dakari Talbert tripped up from behind.
And that station defense, really, really good job right there, not giving up anything in the run game so far.
So Terry Kaysen, 13, not 31, as Kaysen tripped up for negligible yardage. The Broncos from the station 45. Stroutman back to throw. Rolling to the left. Weaving his way up the field, and he is tackled in open space. Jason Hawker with a great tackle.
Good play right there. Looks like he was dropping back trying to see a deep pass, but the defense had it locked up, and he tried to make a play with his legs. A good job by the defense right there, corralling to the ball, stopping him for a short gain, getting him to a 3rd and long.
Third down and long. And we're going to have a pause in play on third down and long. So Frederick Douglass going to call a timeout. We'll step aside. A big third down when we return on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the 4th bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Third down and long as Frederick Douglass pausing play, and we'll try and convert a big third down as they're nestled at the Bryan Station 43-yard line. Pharaoh Watts, the back behind Jackson Stroutman, as abundant sunshine now piercing through the clouds. And Stroutman trying to set up a play on that deep far sideline. And there's a flag.
Looks like, again, one-on-one coverage over there in the boundary and letting his man make a play, and it looks like the defender maybe just didn't get his head around fast enough, and looks like he's going to get called for the pass interference.
Well, there was great pressure there on the quarterback, but it does appear that it will be whistled against Bryan Station. I think the officials now trying to determine, was that pass interference? Was that a 5 or a 15-yarder? Certainly a defensive holding in play.
Looks like 2 flags. Actually, looks like one back there where the quarterback was hit also.
So pass interference on Bryan Station, and then a personal foul roughing the passer. So 15-yarder against Station, as the Broncos will have it their 29-yard line. Stroutman, direct snap, and Stroutman spinning across the 20, and there's another flag behind the play.
Yeah, a lot of penalties here to start off the game, but you've seen some motion to get the defense's eyes looking in some different directions than a quarterback draw down the middle in a good game.
This has all the indicators of being against Frederick Douglass, and it is. So some sloppy play here in the middle segment of this quarter, certainly on both sides, as Frederick Douglass now back at the Bryan Station 43. It's like first down and about 25 after the infraction. Yeah, Stroutman fakes to Watts, and Stroutman dumps it short, and a great breakup by corner Zay White.
It looked like a play action right there to a hitch route in the boundary, and it looks like he was just sitting on it right there. And good play by Zay White breaking it up. Maybe just a second earlier, maybe at 6 to the other way. But good play breaking that up.
Both these teams have such experience and such a depth in the secondary. Isaiah Watts, an outstanding senior for Bryan Station. Zay White, an experienced corner as a junior. And it's second down and long. Yeah, Stroutman dumps it short, and oh my, blown up by Bryan Station.
It looked like they motioned the running back out to try to get the defense looking that way, and came back with the screen pass over there to the boundary to Ranvier. But good play right there by the defense right there, and giving them nothing on that play. Big stop.
That was Jalen Berry, 6 foot 195, lighting up Ranvier. And third down and long again looming for Frederick Douglass. Stroutman weaving his way up the field, and he's going to be tangled down at the 34, so he'll pick up about 11 or 12 on that third down and 25.
Looks like a read option right there. And on a play when you're that far back, you kind of just take what you can get. You don't really expect to pick up the first down just to get some of the yardage back.
Douglas offense going to stay on the field, so fourth down and about 11. As we near the 1 minute mark of this quarter, Terry Kaysen, a 41-yard reception for a score, the only points in this game. And Ranvier, they're going to have him kick a field goal as Ranvier up and just a little bit short. That would have been a long one.
Yeah, you don't really see field goals that long in high school, but he almost had the leg just a little bit short, maybe about a foot short. He almost had it.
So we'll pause again. 7-zip Douglas on Glycod.
You know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at cartownkiausa.com. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires.
Bryan Station football, first down and 10. And Cutright back to throw. And Cutright going to roll. Evading tackles as he's angled out just past the 25.
Yeah, Cutright really making some plays with his legs. I really like what I've seen from him. When the play's broken down, he's been able to extend it and pick up some good yardage.
Gain of about 8 for Cutright. We saw him earlier scramble for about 12 yards. This time a gain of 8. We'll see what Station does here on second and short and the remnants of this opening quarter. And Washington powering his way in a short yardage scenario.
Yeah, another inside zone right there. And both these defenses very stout on the run game, not really giving up anything.
Clock will stop at just over 3 seconds now. They'll restart it. It's going to be a first down. And that's going to close quarter number 1. Frederick Douglass leading Bryan Station in Lexington 7-zip. More coverage on glycod.com when we come right back.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the 4th bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Bryan Station offense back on the field here. It will be first down and 10 as Frederick Douglass leading by 7. They do have a fumble recovery in this game. Also a lengthy screen pass to Terry Kaysen. And Bryan Station trying to inch their way up the field as a response. From their 31-yard line. Haven't seen a lot of success on the ground for either team thus far in this game.
Not at all, and that just shows how good both these defensive lines are, not really getting to that second level of the linebackers. The defensive line making some big stops here.
Quarterbacks having some success when plays break down, but in terms of traditional rushes, it's been a tough sledding for both these teams. It's cut right in the shotgun, and he's going to fling it to Frazier, and Frazier powered out just shy of the 35.
Yeah, it looked like an out route right there. And Cutright really put it on his man where he can make a play on it and catch the ball and get a good game.
That's Devon Frazier's 16th catch of the year.
Yeah, good job by the Douglass defense being right there to not give up any yards after the catch.
Gain of about 6 yards. Is Frazier an outstanding player on both sides of the line? And an official stop. A scoreboard power issue, so we will step aside. Frederick Douglass early in the second quarter, leading Bryan Station 7-0. We'll come right back on Glycod. Yep, check that. We will stay here as they've very abruptly powered scoreboard back up. So second down and 4 for Bryan Station. KJ, this Douglas defense, certainly you get the sense they came to play today and making things difficult for Bryan Station.
They did, and putting a lot of pressure back there on Cutright whenever he drops back for a pass, and also not really giving up anything in the run game. So, yeah, really making it hard for that Station offense tonight.
Second down and short. Cutright in the gun. There's Washington trying to pound out 4 yards, and he won't.
And again, that run game just isn't there today, and that makes it harder for the pass game. You can't run it. That Douglas front five is serious.
Loss of a couple, so be third down now and 6. Evan Case now at the nose. His Cutright's in a gun. Here comes the pressure. And Cutright tucking it. And he's got a first as he boasts down the near sideline. There is a flag thrown as Cutright strolls in. But a flag at the 30.
Yeah, big play right there by Cutright, but it looks like a crackback block happened right there, and you can't do that in football anymore. That's going to get called every single time. It was a good block, just not a legal block anymore. Cutright again using his legs to extend that play.
Flag at the 30. It will, or should be, a first down because the yardage had been gained. And first down for Station.
And a rule that was changed not that long ago in every level of football, crackback blocks, you just can't do that anymore.
And you have to look back, perhaps, not sure if that play really had any difference at the end of the play. So perhaps Cutright scores anyway.
Yeah.
At the 45, it'll be first down and 10. But in any event, Cutright moving the sticks on third down. Cutright facing pressure, guns it across. And a nice grab. That's Javari Burnett scooping it up for a first down.
Yeah, good play right there. Way to put it on him by Cutright. Looks like maybe an in route. Yeah, looked like it was an in route. Got the beneath defender to go to the flat route and was able to hit the in route right there.
Now their mark, Burnett about a yard short, so a gain of 9. Burnett is 21st. Grab of the year. JT Haskins with 23. So second down and short. And Washington, short-sided run, lowers that shoulder, and it should net a first down.
Yeah, good outside zone right there. Not very much, but was able to get enough to pick up the first down.
We've seen 3 or 4 of those rushes on that short hash mark where Washington has gotten a carry. First down, some conversation there at the middle of the field. Damon Green, 2 nice catches in the first quarter, both resulting in Bryan Station first downs. You've seen JT Haskins catch a ball. That Javari Burnett's got one. So a well-balanced Station attack thus far. Cutright dumps it out behind Frazier and whistled for an incomplete pass.
It looked like he was trying to hit his man for a short route right there, but another good play by that Douglas defense, getting their hands up and getting that ball tipped.
It was Devon Frazier. That was dangerously close to a lateral. Second down and 10 on the menu for Bryan Station from the Bronco 34. Cutright rifles it in. Frazier, that ball's going to spill out for an incomplete pass.
It looked like he was trying to hit him on a short hitch route right there. Good play by number 18, Landon Menifee, getting in there and getting a hand on the ball and breaking it up.
Menifee's had a role in this game, had a great tackle on the preceding drive in space. In this for another pass breakup, so third down and long for Station. Two receivers to the bottom of your screen. And cut right. Needing 10. Decoying, and he's going to be close to a first down. He needed the 24, and it looks like he's going to get it.
Yeah, and I'm really impressed with Cutright tonight because that Douglas defense is getting back there just about every time he jumps back to pass, and every time he's able to pick up some good yards with his legs. Really doing his thing out there today.
It will be a Bryan Station first down. From inside the Bronco red zone. Mark it at the 19. So deepest penetration as we've got a clock malfunction again. They may want to address that because there is not 0.0 left on the clock. And Washington gets the carry again, navigating his way shy of the 10.
Yeah, that outside zone right there, and steadily they're starting to pick up more yards as the run games, as they keep running the football, and that's really Station's identity on offense is balance, and they're getting the pass. They're not really getting the pass right now, but they're starting to open up the run game, and maybe that'll open up the pass game a little more later on down in the game.
So the officials apparently will keep time on the field. So your guess is as good as ours, but the officials want to keep it on the field. So it will be second down and short for Bryan Station. They'll have it from about the 13 as Washington. Nice gain of 7. And we're going to have a defender's timeout. So second down and short coming up for Bryan Station, trying to tie this game with Frederick Douglass on Glycod. We'll be right back.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Second down and short coming up for Bryan Station. Again, the officials keeping time on the field. So that 0.0 is not correct. It's early segments of this second quarter, and by far, KJ, Bryan Station's best drive in the half.
Yeah, for sure. They did have another good job, but it got delayed or it got thrown off by some holding calls. But this drive has been really sustainable. Some good runs right here by the quarterback and by the running back, and let's see if they can put some points on the board here.
Bryan Station did receive the football to start this first quarter, rather this first half, so some added significance on this drive to come away with points. On second down and 3, and a hanky.
It looks like we're going to get a false start here on Bryan Station.
These are the penalties that certainly are backbreakers on drives.
Yeah, and the last drive got stalled by some holding calls. So let's just hope that this doesn't really affect this drive right here and they can still keep moving it.
Second down and 8. And Cutright again bulldozing his way up the near sideline.
Looks like a read option right there, and Cutright really making some big plays with his legs.
He's been the most consistent part of this Bryan Station attack in this first half.
He has, and looks like he broke maybe about 3 tackles right there by the Douglas defense. Was able to pick up some good yardage.
It's third down and 4, line of scrimmage at the Bronco 14-yard line. With 2 receivers to the top of your screen, and the featured running back is Washington. And there's a swing to Washington, and he's not going to get much as he powers around Logan Busen. And looks like he's short by a yard.
It looked like a pitch right there into the boundary, and he fell forward for a few extra yards. The Douglas defense had him stopped for a good loss, but he was able to push through and pick up a few extra yards there at the end and maybe make it a 4th and maybe short. Maybe maybe Station will go for it here on 4th.
Well, I don't think there's any maybe to it. It's going to be the offense on the field here on 4th down and 1 from the 15. Big early play in this game. Middle segment, second quarter. And a flag.
Yeah, looked like encroachment right there on the defense. Looked like maybe number 24 right there. Darian Neal maybe just got a little bit too close to the line of scrimmage.
That's one of those hut, and it worked.
Yeah, and on plays like that, coach tells you just look at the ball, and that really hurts right there, and that's one that makes coach really mad.
Be first down and goal, and that is a big play by Cutright, the hidden yardage in games. And first down and goal from the 5. This Station tries to draw even. And Cutright slings it across the middle, and that ball is caught by Devon Frazier for 6.
And a good play right there, an even better throw by Cutright. Looked like he had a defender closing down on him, was able to sneak it in that tiny window. Really good play right there, and good hands right there by Devon Frazier catching the ball. Like I said, an even better pass by Cutright. I really like from what I've seen by Cutright. When the pass is there, he's throwing some good passes and also making some good runs with his legs.
He's made some great decisions in this game. Zach Gentry, 26 of 27 on PATs this year. And we're tied at 7. This one has all the makings of a great one. We'll step aside, be right back on Glycod.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Devon Frazier, 5-yard touchdown reception. His 4th score of the year. We're tied at 7. Again, the officials keeping time on the field. We're going to guesstimate we're about the 5 or 6 minute mark, at least the middle segment of this second quarter. And a great response by Station. And the Broncos set to return. Here's Jeremiah Lowe seeking an opening. And Lowe tripped up in space at the 21.
Yeah, it looked like they created a wall for him right there, but really good tackle by Javari Burnett. Way to make an open field tackle right there. Those are the hardest ones, and he was able to bring them down, because if he didn't, he might have broke for a long one.
So the Broncos offense, they'll have an opportunity for a bookend drives because they'll have the football to start the second half. This one knotted at 7. What are your thoughts on sophomore quarterback Jackson Stroutman thus far?
I feel like he's been doing pretty good. The defense has just been very stout today, but I feel like on his end he's done good on what he's supposed to be doing. The defense on both sides has played really strong.
Staircase formation now. Talbert leaks out. Here's an inside run, little misdirection, and Tay Allen spinning across the 25.
Good play right there to start the drive off with the inside zone and pick up some good yardage and get a second and short.
Little misdirection, Allen. Over 100 rush yards, although it's come in spurts this year. This one a gain of 6, so second down and 4. For the Broncos from their 27. Allen sliding his way through congestion. He needed the 32. Forward progress. Looks like he might be a little bit shy up at the 31.
Looked like another inside zone right there. He's able to make a few cuts and pick up a good gain right there, bringing him to a third and very short.
So 2 successive totes for Tay. That's a lot of T's. 3rd down and 1. Big drive here and a big play. Station wants the ball back in the latter stages of this half. First we'll have a measurement. It looks like from the naked eye he's clearly short.
Yeah, I thought he was short. Yeah, we just got to get the measurement to make sure. Two good runs by him to start this drive off, though.
Well, check that. May need to get my eyes checked because it's going to be very close to a first down.
We always say football's a game of inches, and this is for sure inches, whether he got it or whether he didn't.
Okay, so first down and 10.
Yeah, looks like he maybe got that by a half an inch.
You had the official on the far side that marked it well short from here, but perhaps a different placement with a different result. And a first down and 10 for Frederick Douglass. Two receivers stacked out to the far side. Darian Talbert in the slot. Such a weapon is he. As the Broncos have it first down at 10. And Stroutman in the belly of Allen, and Allen barreling his way for a pair up to the 34.
Looks like they brought Talbert in motion just to try to get the defense's eyes looking in some different directions, but good job by the cornerback right there. Number 3, J.T. Watts, coming up and making that tackle for a short gain.
J.T. Haskins, just a tremendous player on both sides of the ball for this Bryan Station football team. It'll be second down and 7. I'd give a quarter to find out how much time's left in this second quarter.
Yes,
literally.
Got me confused.
Inside hand again. This time it's going to be sprung out by Dakari Talbert, and Talbert across the 35. He appears to be about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, another inside zone right there, and a good game. Looks like they're going to the run game a lot more on this possession right here. But good tackle by Jordan Haskins coming up and making that play right there.
Third down and about 4. Again, the Broncos, 2 timeouts remaining. Talbert gets the call again. Dakari needs 4 yards, and he will be short.
Yeah, they've gotten some good runs on the past few plays, and I think they just try to go to the run game again right there. But good job by the Station defense getting a stop, taking it to 4th down.
That play call could have been made knowing you had 2 cracks to get it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, maybe 4 down territory if they're running the ball right there, but looks like they're going to punt it away.
Sure does. So Cooper Ranvier is back. And for the moment anyway, the Broncos do have their punter on the field, although he's out of your screen. He is on the field with Ranvier. High snap, and Ranvier advancing it. It is a spiraling, gorgeous kick, and caught at the 24-yard line. It was Jordan Haskins that was upended.
Yeah, really good kick right there, and really good coverage right there, not letting him get anything after the catch.
Big drive here as Bryan Station will have it with chump change in this first half. Again, the officials electing at the middle segment of this quarter to keep the time on the field. So nobody here in the stadium knows how much time is left in this quarter. It is a tie game at 7. And Frederick Douglass will have it from, check that Station will have it from their 25. And cut right. Great catch, Damon Green, and he's slippery across the 42 to the 43, and a pickup of 18 yards.
And the pass game really starting to open up right here. Good play by Damon Green right there. And
Green, KJ, his 3rd catch of the day.
Yeah, and he's only a freshman, and that shows you how much trust they have in him right there.
And all 3 receptions have yielded first downs. The Station goes hurry up. JT is loose. And cut right, misfiring.
Looks like a fake screen right there, and they try to hit number 3, J.T. Haskins, right there, and that's the perfect call. After you just get a good pass play, you fake it to the man again and try to hit him on the deep ball right there. The right play call, just a little bit off his man.
Just out of the reach of Haskins, and it will be 2nd down and 10. With 3 receivers to the near side. And cut right, trying to set something up. Haskins is the short receiver, and cut right pinballed out of bounds across the 40.
And I feel like just about every time the cut right drops back to pass, the Douglas defense is back there, and he just finds somehow to do some magic and get a gain. Really like what I've seen from his legs today in this game.
Well, you certainly sense there's going to be a defensive adjustment at half. There's not been already on that Broncos sideline. Gain of 1.
I could see him going to maybe a quarterback spot because he's really hurt him with his legs in this half here.
3rd down and long. Latter stages, first half. Yes, cut right. Been the difference maker on O for Station. Heaving it, he's looking Haskins' way again, and Haskins could not hang on. No flag.
Yeah, it looked like some tugging right there by the defense, but they were both fighting for the ball, so a no call. Good defense right there. Looks like it was number 7, E.J. Klinkskill on the defense right there. That's a call, could go either way. Big 3rd down stop, though, for the Douglas defense.
So Station, for the 2nd time, will send on their punt formation. And back to return for the Broncos be Jeremiah Lowe and Dakari Talbert. Rather, Darian Talbert, I beg your pardon. Cut right. Evading pressure. It is high. Flank to the right, and it's going to trickle down inside the 15-yard line. Down to the 8-yard line.
Looks like it was close to being blocked, but took a really good station bounce right there, pinning the Douglas offense back deep for this next drive.
That'll go in the books as a 50-yard punt. Season high for cut right, and the Broncos backed up at their 7. I'm not sure they want to do too much adventurous play calling here. The latter stages in the half backed up inside their 10.
Yeah, I'd say just going maybe some simple stuff right here. Not really sure how much time is left. That can really depend on the play calls that you play. But yeah, I wouldn't expect them to do too much right here.
Talbert springing out in motion. Yeah, Stroutman in the shotgun. And he's going to flip it far sideline. Talbert, a great throw from one hash to the other by Stroutman.
Yeah, looked like an out route right there by Talbert, and really good throw right there by Stroutman, really putting it on his man, letting him able to catch it and make a play.
Gain of about 6 for Talbert, his second catch. As the Broncos dropping anchor at their 9. At their 14. As Chenault is in motion, and Stroutman plotting his way up for a couple.
Yeah, it looked like maybe just a play action right there, and then a quarterback draw right down the middle, and a good gain of maybe about 4 yards right there. Actually gained a 6 on first down right there. Good job of staying ahead of the chains on this drive.
Play will yield a first down as Stroutman, he's not as fleet-footed as Cutright, but he has made some nice rushes of his own.
Yeah, he has. You don't need him to do too much, just keeping the offense in the game and getting some good yardage.
Trips to the near side across the middle, and it's incomplete. Avion Chenault able to get a hand on it.
Yeah, it looked like a slant route right there and almost made a really athletic catch right there, maybe just a little bit too high.
from the 14. It's second down at 10. There's Talbert. And Talbert blasting his way into the secondary. Jordan Haskins the last to catch him, and he will, just enough to nip him out as Talbot out at the 20, and that's going to be a gain of 66.
Yeah, and a really good burst of speed right there. And lucky for station right there by number 7, Jordan Haskins, just getting him out of bounds, because that was definitely going to be 7.
Such speed by Talbot. Darian Talbot, and the Broncos backed up inside their 10 to start this drive, and here they are just outside of the station red zone. They'll mark it at the 22. The chain crew can't keep up with that play as you see them inching their way at the top middle of your screen.
I don't think too many people could keep up with him with that kind of speed.
Who said they wouldn't have adventurous play calling backed up? And there's a hanky. What'd you like best, KG, about that play call?
I just like the burst right there. It looks like he made a few people miss right there and just broke away. I thought he might have had the touchdown, but good angle right there by the defense and stopping him.
Well, there was a flag that was dropped, but I don't see any enforcement. So we're going to keep it at first down and 10. And Stroutman heaving it in the end zone, and a great grab, Avion Chenault.
Yeah, it looked like one-on-one coverage over there in the boundary, and he really went up to get that ball. Chenault really made a play right there, really athletic. And I really like Douglas. Whenever they see their guys in one-on-one coverage in the boundary, they really let their guys go up and make a play. They really believe in their guys out there.
Avion Chenault for the touchdown. And the Broncos now leading 13-6.
And it looked like some good coverage right there on that last touchdown play, but just even better catch.
Be a 93-yard drive. We had a timeout, I believe, that was called as well after the score. A lot of suspense in this half in terms of time and all sorts of stuff. Again, the officials electing to keep time on the field, the middle part of this quarter.
Yeah, and time really does play a big part in kind of the plays that you call and just what you plan on doing.
As Ranvier going to try to tack one more on the Broncos score. Nice snap. And Ranvier powers it through. 14-7 Douglas. Back after this on Glycod.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Darian Talbot with that huge 60-plus yard rush. And then Avion Chenault scoring on a touchdown reception, his fourth score of the year, and the Broncos now lead by a touchdown.
Yeah, and it really shows you the athleticism that Douglas has over there on the offensive side of the ball. Two big-time players making some big-time plays in a big-time game.
Bryan Station does have timeout complement remaining. And one would suspect that we would be approaching pretty late in this half. As the Broncos, a very impressive drive as they were backed up inside their 10 and an onside kick, a live football, and scooped up by Station at the 41-yard line. Looked like it was captured by Ron Woolfork.
Yeah, and I can imagine they did that because you had the times running out. I would assume it's maybe under a minute if they decided to go with the onside kick right there. and give them that field position.
Broncos will have the football to start the second half. Coming up at halftime, we'll connect with Jared Peck, sports writer from the Lexington Herald-Leader, longtime friend here at Glycod. We will get his thoughts. Got a big 11th Region boys soccer title match going to start at 2 o'clock. We'll talk about that as well as the Broncos taking on Lafayette at Great Crossing as Cutright back and Cutright across midfield. Bouncing off tacklers. It's leaked out and scooped up and recovered. Looked like the trailing lineman, Keon Watson, able to gabble it for Bryan Station.
And again, it looks they're getting pressure on Cutright just about every time, and he's just able to sneak out and pick up a big gain every time.
So Watson trailing the play as the right guard as Bryan Station will call timeout. Now, Cutright certainly been the main factor for Bryan Station from an offensive side of the things, and you look for Douglas, been a balanced attack. Terry Kaysen has the 41-yard touchdown reception on the first drive. Chenal, the touchdown reception. Yeah. Then the big playability by Talbert.
Yeah, just hurting you in different kinds of ways. And yeah, Talbert, that was really a good catch by him. But yeah, Cutright for Station, he's really put the offense on his back this game. Like a lot of broken down plays, and somehow he's found a way to still make a play and keep his team in the game here today.
That was a 5-play, 93-yard drive, by the way, for the Broncos. And Station trying to answer very late in this first half. Kalen Washington gone the distance in this half. The running back spot for Station. Yes, Cutright down that far sideline. And Busen was in pursuit of Jordan Haskins, and it's incomplete as Busen looks like he's banged up over there.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to hit Haskins on a wheel route right there. A good play right there by Busen breaking it up.
So Logan Busen ailing on that far sideline. We will step aside again, second down and long for Bryan Station when we come back after this on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the fourth bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Second down and 10 coming up for Bryan Station as we welcome you back to Bryan Station. I'm Chris LaBar alongside KJ Jones. Isaac Golick on camera. Our executive producer today is Steve Bird. As Logan Busen up on his feet, that's good to see as he was banged up a little bit. That's a tough young man over there for Frederick Douglass. From the Bronco 45. Cutright back to throw. He's going to heave it. He's looking for Barnett down there, and that ball batted away and incomplete.
Cutright right there with a really strong arm, being able to get it all the way down there to the end zone. Just a good defensive play right there by the Douglas defense.
It was a Javari Burnett, I beg your pardon. One of the intended targets down there along with J.T. Haskins, and that's going to wrap up the first half. Frederick Douglass leading Bryan Station 14-7. More coverage when we come back on Glycod.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teachers, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Find out about their apprenticeship and training programs that help you earn while you learn. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential.
14-7, Frederick Douglass over Bryan Station as we welcome you back. Chris LaBar alongside with KJ Jones and Frederick Douglass. Bookend scores, score early and score late, and that's the difference in this first half.
Yeah, and also some big plays the way they scored, too. A big tight end run, and then also a big play by Chenault going up and grabbing that ball. So some really athletic scores.
Take a look at the scoring summary presented by Community Action Council. Frederick Douglass on 3rd down and long, their first drive of the game, set up a great screen pass. It was Terry Kaysen, a 41-yard touchdown reception. Then Bryan Station connected middle portion, second quarter. Devon Frazier on a 4-yard reception on 3rd down, and then Avion Chenault, 15-yard touchdown reception to wrap up the scoring. But the big blast, that big 60-plus yard rush from Talbert, the difference, at least offensively, in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely made a big difference because right before halftime, too, and they was able to go down and then score a touchdown and put them in the lead before halftime. So that run was definitely a big run, big key play right there.
What do you look for in terms of defensive adjustments first for Bryan Station?
For Bryan Station, I would say maybe just tightening. They did a good job stopping the run game, just gave up that one big run, and then maybe just some tackling because they've been playing good. Chenault just made a big play right there, and sometimes players just make plays, and that was one of those plays right there. But other than that, I feel like they played pretty good on the defensive side of the ball.
And then for Frederick Douglass?
For Frederick Douglass, I would say a quarterback spy is the main thing because the quarterbacks really hurt them. Cutright's just been abusing them on the run, been able to extend plays with his legs, and they just haven't had an answer for it. They're getting back there just about every time, but every time he's able to escape and make a big play with his legs.
We'll have some halftime stats a little bit later on. We'll also check in with Jared Peck. He's got a busy few weeks here as the fall sports cycle wraps up here in many sports. We'll catch up with him and more when we come back. Bryan Station trailing Frederick Douglass 14-7. We're back after this on Glycod.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational.
Solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity. It's about the best I can put it.
The cost of school is free, actually. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. So you're getting paid to do your job.
You can start off with absolutely no knowledge, and they're going to give you the tools and the foundation to build up from there.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable, and they care about actually making sure you understand the information that they're presenting to you.
So I know that when I go to motor control, Wayne he's passionate about motor control, and he wants you to get it.
But it's really not like school. It's they're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field. So you're able to implement what you're learning almost on the fly. And sometimes you're learning more things in the field. By the time you get into the classroom, it's like, oh, I already know this.
They break the class down into smaller groups on your class day.
If you need help, you can easily look at whoever's sitting next to you and ask them for help. You know, everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This is an organization of brothers and sisters all working together to accomplish a common goal. We work together in the field, and then we become friends on the outside, and it's almost like a family organization at that point.
Nobody I've ever worked with has referred to this job as a job. I went from a job to a life-changing career. So coming out of the apprenticeship program, you can go into a variety of directions with your work. You can become a foreman, you can do motor controls at a manufacturing facility, you can specialize in fire alarm.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
So if you're the kind of person that likes to think things through or see how things work on the inside.
Someone that's detail-oriented, motivated.
I've always seen myself as a hands-on person. Being in an apprenticeship, I'm getting my associate's degree, doing electrical, and being able to do something hands-on.
If you like to build things, this is the place.
It requires you to grow up. Be accountable for yourself because, yeah, they're going to lay out tools to help you be successful, but it's up to you to, grab those tools and build yourself.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
An outstanding performance by the band as we welcome you back. Frederick Douglass leading Bryan Station 14-7. Most big games we run into Jared Peck, writer for the Lexington Herald Leader. He's kind enough to join us now. Your thoughts on this first half, Jared?
Well, I mean, it's a top 10 Class 6A battle just like we wanted. Bryan Station has held up, and Trent Cuntwright looks good. He's making great decisions, and Bryan Station's in this game. And before this game's gotten away from them early in the first half a couple times, and we want to see this thing go right down to the wire. So this is a great game.
You get the sense that the enormity of this series in terms of what it means to Lexington.
Well, it's important for Bryan Station to be good, and they reached the state semifinals last year and definitely established themselves as a good team. I think people were wondering about Douglas coming up to 6A and whether they could handle it, and they went and beat Trinity.
Yeah.
And Douglas is still that team, so it is very. I think in Class 6A it's wide open. The Louisville teams have shown that they can get beaten and they can beat up on each other, and Lexington being in that mix is great for Lexington football.
Talking with Coach before the ball game for Bryan Station, and just talking about so many storylines in this game, and what stood out for him, and we'll bring up the graphic, is just the stranglehold that the Broncos have had on the city of Lexington. You're familiar with this program, this area. Talk more about that.
Well, I mean, it's been tough, and they faced. I don't think they played Lexington Catholic yet, but they beat all. They had to play all the city teams as part of the contract here the last few years, and that's gone away. But they'll still have to go through. Their sister district is in the city, so the playoff games are still going to mean something because the first 2 rounds they'll have to play Tates Creek and Lafayette and those kind of teams just to get to the region championship. So it has been dominant. They've got a lot of talent here. It's kind of lopsided the city a little bit as far as talent, but you see Bryan Station coming on. Tates Creek is playing better this year than in past years, and I think they're going to win the district championship next week. It's good for football for the city to have something to chase. I mean, we want at least one good team. Now we've got 2 or 3 good teams.
And in terms of rebuilds, what Coach Hawkins has done at Bryan Station, 5-6 years ago, this program was in dire straits, and he's been able to bring it back. How's he done it, do you think?
Well, it starts with, he came in the first time and it was no nonsense. He's honest with them. He gets them in the weight room. That's the big part. You got to have buy-in from all the way up from freshman. Get a freshman team, JV team, get that all bought in, and they have the athletes here to compete. They got to get them well to come out for football. Sometimes that's a problem in some places, and just getting the belief. When I was there at the game when they lost 7-6 to Scott County, and he didn't let them hang their heads. I mean, that was a great game. They almost won that game, and that was from day one. That first game, it was a different atmosphere. They didn't get down on themselves, and that's a big key in Lexington City football.
So many sports now culminating, and your schedule this time of the year is always busy, but nobody's busier today than Cooper Ranvier in terms of what he might face later on today with soccer.
Yeah, he was hoping that they might have a little bit bigger scoreline at halftime, but he is a very standout player for the soccer team. He was the leading scorer last year. He's in the leading scores this year. They have a 2 p.m. game for the 11th Region Championship against Lafayette, who is also a very good team. Those are 2 top 10 teams in the state. Douglas is number 6 in the state in soccer. Lafayette's number 7. He's going to try to play football. He's going to stay here for football game as long as it's close and probably to the end. And then he's getting in a car and heading to Great Crossing for that championship game. He'll probably get there for the second half.
What a huge win for the Douglas boys soccer program and Coach Omar to beat Dunbar. Last 2 championships.
That's right. They've lost on PKs to Dunbar 3 years in a row, and this year they got them on a penalty kick shootout to win that game. It was a huge emotional win. I hope they can not take that for granted and still get up for today's game because Lafayette is a very, very good team. I'm not rooting for Douglas by any means, but I hope they're ready for that moment. I hope that wasn't their championship for them, that they come out and play great today, and it comes down to just a key moment there at the end.
Girls District Volleyball next week. It will be Tuesday through Thursday at Douglas. So lots going on as it pertains to this second half. What are some thoughts you might have on this one?
Well, I think Bryan Station needs to come out and answer what just happened there. I forget who gets the kickoff, but I think the next score is going to tell a lot. If Douglas gets the next score, I think they can hold on. If Bryan Station gets the next score, we're going all the way to the end.
That's Jared Peck. So glad to see you again there, sir. And high school football, best time of the year, and it's already week 9.
That's right. It's a busy time, and we've seen some great games, and this is one of them.
So glad to have Jared join us. Halftime stats when we come back. Frederick Douglass on top of Bryan Station 14-7. Be right back on Glycott.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
First responders do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
(14-7) halftime score. Frederick Douglass on top of Bryan Station. Now for a look at your halftime numbers presented by Traditional Bank. Who you bank with matters. Both teams identical, KJ, on the ground.
Yeah, it's really been an identical game, honestly. Two evenly matched teams here. You see rushing yards are the same, pass yards. You see Douglas has a little bit of an advantage, and they have the lead, so that's kind of that. Penalties are about the same, and third down conversions, they're close. You see Bryan Station with a few more, but, yeah, everything's just about even, two evenly matched teams.
One turnover in the game. It's a fumble recovery for Frederick Douglass, and we talked about some keys an hour and a half ago. As we revisit these, KJ, your thoughts on what both these teams have done thus far?
Yeah, and for Douglas, it was taking care of the ball was something that was big for them. They do have that one. They have that one turnover that they got, but other than that, everything's been good. The offensive balance for Bryan Station, you see, they've tried to stay balanced. It's been hard to get the pass game going just because it's been so much pressure back there, and the quarterbacks had to run. But yeah, I feel like they're sticking with their balance. They just have to get the pass game going a little bit more.
So again, middle portion of the second quarter, the officials elected to keep time on the field. So unfortunately, we will be kept in suspense just like you in terms of how much time remains in this game. This third quarter about to kick off. Frederick Douglass will have the football to start. Of course, the importance in this game, as Jared mentioned, not only district seeding, but an additional home playoff game next month, and so many important factors in this game, albeit only week 9 of the regular season. Okay, so clock will be reset as Douglas will watch Jeremiah Lowe back up and accept a touchback.
Yeah, really close right there to being out of bounds, but luckily it just bounced in the end zone.
So the Bronco offense, first down and 10. Jackson Stroutman did some pretty good things. And to see his development, his maturation throughout this season, and quite impressive for the rising sophomore.
Something I really like for him is him just giving his receivers a chance. Whenever he sees that one-on-one coverage, he's throwing it up to his man and trying to let them make a play out there, and I really like that from him.
Dakari Talbert. That's Darian Talbert, I beg your pardon, split out to the near side as the Broncos commence from their 20. It's Pharaoh Watts with a staggered run up to about the 24.
Just starting off the half with something simple. Just the outside run right there and a good gain of a few.
Jaden Shagog credited with that stop at safety. Broncos 93 rush yards as a team in the first half. As Kaysen shifting to the near side. There's a power run inside. Tackle broken, and it'll be Watts just shy of the 30.
Looks like for a Watts right there on the inside zone. Just stand ahead of the chains right there. Good game on second down. Bringing up third and short.
Big play for this Bryan Station defense, trying to force a 3 and out, get the football back. With two receivers at the bottom. As Stroutman watches Kaysen stroll in motion, handoff inside again. And it looks like the rusher is going to be short of a first down.
A good motion right there, but really good by the Station defense right there, getting to the ball and getting a stop. So they maybe stopped him short, maybe for a 4th and short here.
Jason Hawker credited with a stop. The Akron commit, a very talented linebacker, 6'2", 235. And did they give the Broncos a first down with that stop? Oh my. So it will be a first down. Favorable spot is Kaysen in motion again to the near side.
That's BS, you idiot!
As Pharaoh Watts now repositioned after 3 straight carries. Watts position to the right of Stroutman, gets the call again, and this time Watts slung down for a loss.
And that Station defense picking up where they left off in the first half. Really did a good job stopping the run game in the first half. Right there, and good job right there getting a stop.
Credit Watts with no gain. To the Broncos conservative on this first drive of the half, 4 consecutive rushes inside.
It looks like they're trying to establish this run to start this half out, or maybe open up the playbook a little bit.
Talbert in motion. Stroutman on a slant behind the intended target, Talbert.
Looks like it was Talbert right there on a slant, but they passed on just a little bit behind them, and then they'll be able to make a play on it. But you see, as you open up the run game, you can start to open up the playbook a little bit more, do more play actions, and maybe passes down the field. Just couldn't connect right there on the play action.
Third down opportunity coming up. Broncos 2 of 4 on third downs. This one will be third down and long. As Stroutman flips it in the middle of the field. And that ball nearly picked off. It's incomplete. Nose man Tenari Brown knocked it down.
Yeah, looks like they were trying to go with maybe a screen play or something, or I'm not really sure what it was, but yeah, really good play right there by 77, Tenari Brown. And a good stop right here for the Station defense starting out this second half. Let's see if they can get some momentum and carry it on the offensive side of the ball.
I think Brown was astonished that ball was in his midst there, right in front of Stroutman.
Yeah, almost had a pick for the big man.
He'd be talking about that all week.
For sure.
As the Broncos have a new punter. And Ranvier apparently is going to go play soccer. There's a new punter out there as that ball is scooped up at the 40, and Haskins able to capture it as the Broncos send on a new punter on 4th down.
Yeah, really low kick right there. And a good job getting back on the ball after he dropped it.
We're going to have an official stop, as Jared told you. Cooper Ranvier was hoping to make it to the soccer 11th Region boys title game at 2 o'clock, and apparently, at least our best guess, he's on his way because he was not out to punt.
And he has a lot of duties out there, seeing him punt and kick and also playing receiver.
Got an injury timeout. We will Take a brief pause. Be right back after this on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the fourth bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Frederick Douglass leading by 7 as we welcome you back to Bryan Station High School. An injured Bronco student athlete on the field. Take a quick pause. Be right back for more high school football after this on Glycod.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Frederick Douglass on the defensive end as we unfortunately have an injury out. And it will be E.J. Klingscale, but that's good news. Is Klingscale able to trot off the field on his own power? It's good to see.
Yeah, for sure. You always hate to see injuries, especially in a dangerous game like this. Really happy to see him get up and jog to the sideline.
So we'll be Bryan Station football after their defense forces a Bronco punt on the first drive of the second half. 14-7. Broncos leading by 7, trying to improve to 4-3 on the season. Bryan Station, 5-game winning streak coming in. They're 5-2, and both teams will wrap up district play next week. Cut right in the shotgun. He'll dump it short to Green, and Green, his 4th grab, he'll squirm up the near sideline for a nice chunk.
Yeah, looks like they're starting off the half, going right to Green again, and a good gain right there. It's a guy they really trust over there.
It's one of those players in Lexington I think you're going to be hearing a lot about over the next few years. Only a freshman.
Yeah, for sure. Especially getting that many touches as a freshman, he's definitely going to have a good career down here.
Second down and about 5 for Station. Yes, cut right. Nice ball fake. So deceptive, and cut right. Cleverly sliding for a first down.
And Cutright picking up where he left off in the last half. The play's breaking down. He's still able to make a big play out of nothing and use his legs to give his offense some push.
Cutright been the key part of this Bryan Station rushing attack. For the most part, Kalen Washington been held in check. As you see the Bryan Station cheerleaders beneath us. First down and 10 coming up for the defenders. He has cut right back to throw. Rifles it across. That's Haskins across the middle. And JT slung to the ground for a first down.
It looks like maybe a slant or a post right there. And good job by Cutright going up and Cutright putting it on him. And Haskins going up and getting that pass. Looked like it was a little bit high, but made an athletic play and went up and caught that.
Good example of Cutright taking what the defense gave him that time. Didn't get greedy and finding Haskins on an intermediate route across the middle.
Yeah, and I like the offensive line right there, getting some good blocks, giving their quarterback some time back there.
Cutright trying to set something up deep. And up the near sideline, he patrols near the 30.
Yeah, he was able to run outside the pocket and pick up a good gain. Looks like he's getting a little bit more time back there in the pocket, though, this half. The offensive line really stepped up, but Cutright still able to scramble out and pick up some good yardage.
Well, you talked about Douglas perhaps going with a defensive spy. What sorts of things or any tweaks that you've seen from the Broncos in this second half?
So far, I haven't, because it looks like Cutright's doing the same thing that he was in that first half. The only real difference I see is, just the offensive line keeping their blocks a little longer, but Cutright still extending the play.
Got an official's pause. And perhaps a timeout granted, although did not see one from the officials. So we'll pause and keep things right here. Second down and 6. Station offense coming in, averaging 32 points per game. You had to figure that stat might take a ding against this Bronco D.
Yeah, for sure, with the Broncos D only giving them 6 points in the past few games.
And Cutright in a gun. There is a flag as Cutright being pursued, weaving his way up the far sideline, but a flag back at the 34.
Looks like maybe a block in the back or a hold right there.
Will be whistled against Station. We've seen some key miscues, negating some big plays in this game.
Yeah, for sure. It was a big run where you've seen a crackback block and also some holds that have been kind of just pushing that Station offense back, just throwing them off. Some small things that you have to correct. And plays like that can really derail a drive when you're moving the ball. You see it puts him back at a 2nd and 20 here.
Mark
second
this.
And 16.
Yeah, second about 16 from the Bronco 38. Broncos did get one first down on their lone drive of this half, then punted it away. And Washington hits the hole hard, and he'll barrel his way up to the 30.
Yeah, nice good run right there on 2nd and long, picking up some good yardage, getting you to a 3rd and more manageable. And I would assume maybe 4-down territory here if they don't get this 3rd down.
Be 3rd down and 9. And perhaps 4-down territory is Station from the Bronco 31. And Cutright slung to the ground. Logan Busen, his 6th tackle for a loss on the year.
Looks like they brought a little slot pressure right there, a slot blitz on the defense, and was able to get back there. I think that's the first time they've actually gotten back there for a sack. They've been back there a few times, but the first time they've actually been able to bring him down.
And that may perhaps wipe that 4-down mentality away, as it'll be 4th down. About 19. So Station gonna go as Cutright across the middle, and it's batted away and incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to find his guy over the middle right there and just try to get something right there. I don't think he would have got it even if he caught it, but good play by the defense right there to break that up and get the ball back to their offense.
Pass intended for Green. So a turnover on downs. It's Bronco football. They'll have it. Pretty nice launching start there at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, really good starting field position here.
Neither team has scored yet in this second half. Broncos on a 41-yard touchdown reception from Terry Kaysen. Avion Chenault tacked on a 15-yard touchdown reception. And for Bryan Station, Devon Frazier, a 4-yard touchdown catch. Talbert with a burst and a squirm, and there goes Darian Talbert down that far sideline, and a first down.
And Talbot really showing off that speed and agility right there, making a few people miss, and then getting to that outside and getting a big gain right there.
there is speed, and then there's Darian Talbert's speed.
Yeah, definitely a different level of speed right there. Just the way he run passes the defense really makes their angles look bad.
From the 32-yard line. Beg your pardon, from the 39-yard line. There's Darian Talbert again, and Talbert, another first down.
And a really explosive guy right there. Talbert just able to get out to the outside and break off some big runs. And a very versatile guy, can play receiver and can also line up back there at running back and make some big plays.
So Darian Talbert with back-to-back rushes, netting first downs. And the Broncos perched at the station 28.
And besides Talbert's big runs, they haven't really been able to establish a run game. He's been the difference maker here.
Stroutman back to throw. Wide open out of the backfield, and that ball gathered in. And then Talbert could not hang on.
Yeah, it looked like he just had his eyes on the end zone and he just didn't bring the ball in. He was thinking about scoring before he brought it in. Good play call right there, though, and good pass.
That was freshman Dakari Talbert that could not hang on. And second down for Douglas. Talbert to the right of Stroutman. You've got Chenault already with a touchdown reception. He's at the top of your screen for the Broncos.
And it looks like man-to-man one-on-one coverage right here, so let's see if they go to him again.
Back to throw across the middle, and that ball yielded and caught by Chenault inside the 5.
And they did go to him, and I feel like whenever they're seeing man-to-man coverage over there and it's one-on-one, it's like they're really giving their guy a chance, and he's making the best of it every time.
So Avion Chenault, 2 big catches in this game, and the Broncos have it first and goal.
It looked like a little slant route right there and just beat his man to the inside, and the defender just couldn't make a play on it.
Tay Allen gets the call, and Allen just shy of the goal line.
And that stout station defense not giving up much in the run game, able to get back there and maybe stop him for a loss or maybe a gain of nothing.
This is a huge defensive opportunity for this Bryan Station team. Right now, second and goal.
And it looks like Station's lined up in man to the outside again, so let's see if they throw it up to one of their guys out there.
Graham Dunn in motion. Also, Terry Kaysen lined up to that strong side of the field as Tay Allen leaves it empty. And Stroutman right up the gut, and he is in for a score.
Yeah, it looked like they knew that they were in man-to-man coverage and decided to go with the quarterback draw right there. Was able to get it in.
Jackson Stroutman. His first touchdown rush of this game. And Douglas now enjoying a 13-point lead. We're going to have a new kicker as Cooper Ranvier trying to win an 11th Region Boys soccer title. This will be Steven Aranda. And oh my, that one blocked. So 27 Broncos with a lead. Be right back on Glycod.com.
You know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at CartownKiaUSA.com. Cartown Kia, movement that inspires.
Jackson Stroutman, 1-yard touchdown rush that culminates a Bronco 6-play, 63-yard drive, 1:37 off the clock. and a 13-point Frederick Douglass advantage. And Stephen Aranda will kick off, and he is going to slice that out of play, and already 2 big plays without Ranvier on the field.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely missing him over there. A block kick, a kick out of bounds. So, yeah, he definitely missing a big part of their team with Ranvier leaving for soccer game.
So we'll see the response from Bryan Station. This is a very, very important drive as they try to make this a 1-score deficit. They're going to enforce the kickoff again, trying to ignite something. Of course, Damon Green already 2 kickoff return for scores this year for Station. That very prevalent in the mindset of Coach Hawkins. Always great to hear the band for high school football. Lots of long sleeves. A couple of hoods up. It's getting that time of the year as it's dipping into the mid and high 50s.
Yeah, it's for sure getting chilly out here. This is that real football weather right here.
So Stephen Aranda to kick again, and this one kept in the field of play. It's going to be gobbled up at the 30. And here comes Green, shifting gears, and Green just shy of midfield.
Some really good blocks right there. Created a good wall for their guy right there, and almost had a return to the house. But good job by the Douglas coverage team, stopping them short.
There you see Green with a nice sizable return. So Bryan Station will start at their 47-yard line. Unable to get Kalen Washington on track, at least statistically. The Bryan Station featured running back, nearly 500 rush yards coming in. He's been held in check today. And cut right back to throw. To the boundary, and Frazier, a great catch at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, really good catch right there. Way to go up and get it and bring that ball down.
That's a high-level catch, KJ.
Yeah, it is. And that's a catch that gives you that gets your quarterback some trust in you. You can go up and get the ball like that.
Devon Frazier already a 4-yard touchdown reception. This one a pickup of 15. And it'll be marked at the Douglas 37. Washington covets that carry as he powers his way for a first down at the 25.
Yeah, good outside run right there by Washington, and starting to get some momentum on this drive and get some good yardage.
That's Washington's most lengthy carry to date, at least this afternoon. And from the outskirts of the Bronco red zone, first down and 10. Washington again to the near side. This time there is a hole and forward leverage close to another marker.
Yeah, another good outside zone right there and a big gain. And Station's the balance is something that's really big for you. Yeah, outside zone right there. Broke a tackle and got a really good big gain.
Washington delivered the blow that time. First down and 10. From the 15. Broncos led 14-7 at the half. And Station trying to make this a 1-score deficit. Same play call. Washington again dancing to the near side, and he's getting to roll now inside the 5.
Yeah, outside zone 3 straight times. If it's broke, don't fix it. And he's getting 10-plus yards every run, and also, yeah, delivering that blow to the defense again. It's a big guy, 210 pounds, hard to take down.
First down and goal. Station on the doorstep. And a must-have scoring march. Cut right in the gun. Washington near side run, and he is in for 6.
4 straight outside zones, and he got big yardage every time. Some nice strong running right there by Washington, and he gets in for the touchdown.
It all started with a Damon Green kickoff return in Station. How large is that missed extra point? How large does that loom?
That could be very big, especially at this point in the game coming down and with Station getting some momentum on the offensive side of the ball.
Zach Gentry, 27 of 28 on extra points. High snap, cut right, got it down. And Station with an answer. A great one today in Lexington, and we're back after this on Glycod.
I'm Dr. Jenny Millen. I'm owner and chiropractor at Triple Crown Chiropractic and Wellness. I started this practice in 2010, and traditional bank is the fourth bank I've tried. After switching, I feel like I'm home. I'm from a small town, and that hometown feel of knowing that they care about where you are now and where you are going in the future, that is a win-win for me.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Kalen Washington in for the touchdown rush, his 7th score of the year. And a 2014 Bronco lead. Big powering kick from Gentry, and we might try it again.
Looks like maybe an offsides right there. Or a false start on the kickoff team.
Sure is. Back Station up 5 more.
But really good for Station in this game, only scoring 7 points last year, and for the series only averaging 5 points a game, so getting 14 on the board this game is already a good start for him.
So Zach Gentry will back it up and lace it up at the 35. Talbert and Lowe back for Frederick Douglass. So we got Terry and Hicks back there in the vicinity as well. And Gentry hooking and a nice grab by Lowe as Lowe up the near side, and Lowe evading, weaving, and a flag is Lowe brought down at the 40.
Yeah, good burst of speed and some nice moves right there. Made a couple people miss and got a big game there. Looks like maybe a hold or a block in the back over there on the Douglas sideline.
This officiating crew has had their work cut out for them today. There have been numerous infractions, but we don't have one here, huh? Okay. So the Broncos perched at the Station 40. 1:30 in this third quarter. So glad to have you here today on Glycod.com. I'm Chris LeBar alongside KJ Jones. Steve Bird, our executive producer.
And another outside zone right there. Looked like going to Darian Talbert. And he's really been that burst in their rushing game, so I expect them to keep feeding him the ball here in the second half.
Gain of about 5 for Talbert. He has had some kind of impact on this game. Had that 60-yard rush late in the second quarter. That's really pinballed and led to a Chenault touchdown. And second down at 5, Douglas. Done in motion. Inside handoff. It's Darian Talbert again.
And another run right there. Looks like inside zone and going to Talbert again, but good stop by the Station defense right there, getting to the ball and not letting them break again. Had about 5 players get to the ball right there.
Under a minute now in this third. Big play for both teams as the Broncos try to continue this drive. Plenty of time as Stroutman repositions his colleague. And Stroutman, that's a design rush, I believe, and Stroutman close to a first down.
Not really sure if he got it or not, but a good play call right there. And a good effort by him, a good second effort, a fake pitch right there, and able to fall for a couple extra yards, about 2 extra yards.
It'll be 4th down and short. Stroutman has made some gutsy rushes. That another, and it's 4th down and short. In the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a key play in this game. 4th down and 1 coming up. And after 3, the Broncos hanging on. They lead 20-14 on Glycod.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Big 4th down coming up. Be 4th down and a yard. What's the play call here? And the second effort, I believe, will yield a Bronco 1st down.
Quarterback dive right there, and really good effort right there by Chenault.
So the Broncos with a key 4th down conversion. And the chains will continue as they'll mark this at the 40. Go back to that 3rd down and medium, and Stroutman, though, doing the yeoman's work there to make it 4th down and a narrow margin.
Yeah, staying on his feet and getting a couple extra yards there at the end, and putting him in a better chance to convert that 4th down.
Tay Allen is the back position to the right of Stroutman. And Talbert weaving his way, and Darion upended at the 20.
And Darion Talbot has really been the difference in this rushing game today. Not really much going until he got in there and broke off a few big plays and another big run right there. Looked like an inside zone, and get hit right there by the safety, bringing him down, or else that might have been a touchdown.
Mark this at the 19. That's going to be a 1st down. Allen to the left, as done. Now in motion. Tay with the tote. Reshifting. And a nice rush between the tackles. Across the 10.
Nice run right there and a few good cuts to get a good gain right there on 1st down.
They're going to mark this very close to the 10, so 2nd down in about 3 as Allen. Watts, and Talbot all bring something different in that Bronco backfield.
Yeah, they do. Just versatile guys, just be able to do different things, give the defense different looks, and have different stuff to try to stop.
Darion Talbot in for a key score.
And you see just his versatility right there, just making guys miss. He's a really hard guy to bring down. You can see it right there. He scores a touchdown.
His imprint felt all over this game, and this time Darion Talbot between the tackles for 6. And on an odd tight point here, although it is a 12-point game, one would suspect the Broncos will go for 2.
And both teams here in the second half picking up the run game. The run game really working for both of these teams after not really working that well in the first half.
Got Tay Allen out there. Stroutman will position him to the left. Kaysen split top of your screen, just out of your vision. As Chenault in motion, Chenault gets the flip. Avion floats it, and what a great play for two! Darion Talbert.
Really good play call right there, and very creative. Having Chenault throw the pass right there to Talbert. Two best playmakers right there combining to get the 2-point conversion.
I think Chenault felt like he was feeding the post on the basketball floor, and Talbert cradled it, and a 28-14 lead, and then got a flag.
And that sucks for a play call like that because that was a really nice play.
It stinks, too, is what it does. It's a 12-point lead, and that's going to negate an outstanding play call for Douglas. 26-14, and they're going to go for two again, I would assume.
Yeah, it makes it about 10 yards harder to get this 2-point conversion also.
Mark this, the 14. But what a great pass from Chenault, and a great play call by OC Evander Harris. The 2-point try, part deux. Stroutman to the boundary, and it's brought in again by Talbert.
Yeah, really amazing catch right there. The defender was right there, and he went over the top and just took it out of his hands and made that play for a 2-point conversion.
Stroutman dropping that in the bucket. And the Broncos with some high-level plays on this drive to take a 2-score lead.
And Darion Talbert's shown all his athleticism today in the run game and in the pass game. Amazing athlete right there.
So Station, 3 timeouts remaining, still 10:03 left in the fourth. When their defense needed it the most, the Broncos moved on down the field and now enjoying a 14-point game-high lead. Stephen Aranda again will kick off, as with Cooper Ranvier leaving for the boys' 11th Region Soccer Final. Aranda will kick off. And Damon Green back for Bryan Station to return. And Aranda in for a touchback.
Yeah, really good kick right there, getting all the way back there.
Big play for his confidence. He very excited as he trots off the field, and now Station's offense. Just over 10 minutes left in this fourth. First place in this district at stake for the winner. More importantly, an additional home playoff game next month. Cutright's made so many big plays in this game. He's going to have to make some more for Bryan Station to come back in this game. Kalen Washington behind him. He's gone the distance at the running back spot for Station. As JT Haskins in motion, he'll be the lead blocker for Washington. Washington shifts gears and forward leverage across the 25.
Looks like they're going back to that outside zone that worked so well for him in that last drive. They was able to score off and another good game to start off this drive right here.
We talked in the first half about Washington really unable at that point to exercise his will. He was dominant on that last Bryan Station drive.
Yeah, and it looks like they found something that worked in the outside zone, getting those blocks right there and sealing the edge and giving him some room to maneuver.
Mark this up at the 25, but the clock tiptoeing under 9:30 in this fourth. Washington again with the call. Across the 25 to the 26, and a big third down coming up.
It looked like the Douglas defense got tired of getting beat on that outside zone and was able to get the stop right there, maybe a gain of 1 on that play.
Get the sense that Coach Hawkins might be using that play to set something up here on what is a critical play, third down and medium. Cut right. Rolling, drop for a big sack near the 10.
And able to get back there and get the sack this play, cut right, not able to escape that time and use his legs, and good stop by the Douglas defense getting back there and getting the sack. Big play right there at this point in the game in the fourth quarter.
Sacked for the first time today. Is that Bronco front a huge play? And Bryan Station will have no other recourse but to send on their punting unit. Cutright is punted twice today, and we're going to have a Bronco timeout. Bryan Station going to have to punt it away when we come back to Lexington on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Trenton Cutright will punt. And Cutright spiraling it to the middle of the field. Lowe will elect to watch it bounce. It's scooped up by Darion Talbert, and here comes Talbert to the near side. Talbert. Now this is going to be fun here as he's trying to get back to the far side. And Talbert down that side. Touchdown.
Yeah, some good plays right there. Looked like he ran about 100 yards to go 60, but good cutback right there and some good blocks by his team to help him spring that one out. And his athleticism, we've seen him as a returner, we've seen him as a pass catcher, we've seen him as a runner, just can do it all. Really versatile guy right there.
Darion Talbert taking over this game. And the Broncos 34-14. They've seized control in this second half.
They have really just been able to do whatever they wanted this half and, yeah, really busted this game wide open. That might have been the nail in the coffin right there.
Offense back out on the field, so the Broncos appear content to try a 2-point play. That last one was a doozy with Darion Talbert catching in the far quadrant of the end zone. Several of the fans beneath us getting an early start out. And the Broncos, for the moment anyway, not being forced to do anything here on this 2-point try. Dakari Talbert is the back to the right of Stroutman. On a slant pick. That ball's intercepted. And that's going to conclude the play. Frederick Douglass leading Bryan Station 34-14. Take a quick break. Be right back after this.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
While I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
(34-14), Frederick Douglass leading by 20. Darion Talbert, an outstanding punt return as the Broncos now enjoying a 20-point margin. Aranda feeling good about himself as for the second consecutive time, it's in for a touchback. So first down and 10 for this Bryan Station offense. A lot to like from a offensive standpoint for Bryan Station today, and highlighted, and Trenton Cutright really been the focal point today.
Yeah. He has. He's really carried this offense with his legs. The second half, he just hasn't been able to make the plays with his legs as he was in the first half. But, yeah, I really like what he's done.
Kalen Washington behind, cut right. Two receivers at the bottom of your screen. Cut right. Sacked again.
And it looks like they maybe are closing the pocket, maybe not giving up as many gaps as they were in the first half, and able to get there and get some sacks here in the second half for that Douglas defense.
So after playing this entire game without a sack, Cutright has been devoured twice on as many plays.
Yeah, the Douglas defense doing a good job this half of containing them.
Loss of 2. It's a clock nearing the 7-minute mark. Line of scrimmage back at the 18. And Cutright slings it across the middle. It's a great catch. Up near the 30. It's brought out of there by Devon Frazier.
And Devon Frazier's really made some really nice tackles. Some really nice catches here in this game today.
Take another look as the officials pause play, and Frazier, a big catch there on second down and long, and we're going to have an injury timeout. Frederick Douglass student athlete injured. We will step aside. Broncos leading Bryan Station 34-14. We're back right after this.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Logan Busen, the injured Frederick Douglass. Second time we've seen him ginger. And third down and short for Station. Two receivers to the nearest. Cutright. This time out of Frazier and then pinballed off of J.T. Haskins for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like a quarterback rollout right there, and pass just a little bit off for his man.
Not sure the spacing was best on that play. Station certainly going to go forward here on fourth down. Clock idle at 6:44 as this fourth quarter approaching the halfway point. Pair of receivers each side as Cutright pressure up the gut. Cutright needs a couple. Squirms up the near sideline, and we'll see where they spot it.
A big play right there for Cutright. Looked like he might have got hurt on the play right there, so he's still down on the sideline.
It will be a first down as Cutright up the near sideline and a gutsy run. Yeah, Cutright certainly not out there yet. Backup quarterback is Jackson Branham, a junior. We'll see how things transpire here, but it will be a first down. And Jackson Branham is the Station quarterback. So Branham will be out there. Branham 11 of 17 on the year, 177 yards through the air, along with a score is Trenton Cutright beneath us. Limping, we'll try to get a look at that as Station goes back, first down at 10. Frazier in motion. Washington. And Darian Neal there on the stop.
It looked like a halfback stretch right there, and good job by the Douglas defense right there corralling to the ball.
There you see Cutright. He's the guy in motion right there. Here comes Cutright. Now to your shot. We're going to have a station timeout. Keep things right here with 6:11 left. It will be second down and long coming up for this station offense, and certainly they need him to get back in this game, KJ, if they're going to mount any sort of return.
Yeah, definitely, because that's really been their backbone on the offensive side of the ball, just his ability to extend the play. So definitely a guy that they want to get back out there as soon as possible.
Rick Reams and I've seen these guys a couple times this year, and Cutright been uneven at times in terms of his accuracy. I think today he's been very, very sharp.
Yeah, he's looked really good over there on that side of the ball. Like I said, just some good pressure that's been back there by the Douglas defense on him. But other than that, he's been really good back there.
So station 2 stops remaining. Again, a 5-game winning streak coming in. They've played a very difficult schedule. Frederick Douglass says, I call your difficult schedule, I'll raise you one. Just an unbelievably difficult track for them. And one would suspect that will prepare both of these teams for postseason success.
Definitely.
So second down and 9. Cutright is back in. So Branham takes a snap and Cutright in. And he is going to pass. There's Cutright scrambling, rolling for a first. Down the far sideline, up near the 25.
There you see him, yes, extending the play right there. Looks like it might have been a late hit, but the referee didn't call it. Maybe it was a good hit. But, yeah, you see him extending the play and, yeah, getting to the outside and getting a big run right there, running past the defense.
It'll be a gain at 44 yards up to the 31. Station certainly must have a score here, and several other things must go their way as they trail by 20. 3-score game. 5:59 in the fourth. New running back out there for Bryan Station is Kalen Washington will sub out. It's Clark, Tayondre Clark out there, and Clark's going to catch a screen and then cough it up on the far sideline. And the Broncos scoop it up.
Looked like he was on his way to a big gain, and the Douglas defense was able to get a hand on there and knock the ball loose and to have a big turnover, especially in this point of the game.
Clark in for the first touch of the afternoon, and the Broncos now +2 on turnovers, and that might ice it as they'll have it at their 28-yard line. Broncos even on turnovers coming in. Station, they were +4. So both teams right now on the season at +2. Jackson Stroutman leading this football team to apparent success today as Dakari Talbert gets the call, and Talbert, the freshman, grabbed for no gain.
Yeah, that Station defense not giving up and getting back there to get a stop right there on first down.
5:30, now less than that remaining in this game. Broncos improved to 4-3. We'll see them Friday. They'll host George Rogers Clark. Bryan Station take on Madison Central next week. It'll be the completion for both teams' district schedule, the regular season. Madison Central, a narrow win last night over GRC. So that game will be for second place as Talbert misdirection across the 30-yard line.
I would expect Douglas here just to milk the clock down, some runs here just to take us to the end here. Still a good job by the Station defense not allowing anything and not giving up.
We talked about this at the beginning of the show. Coach Hawkins led with this in the pregame. It's now 31 in succession against Fayette County teams for this juggernaut of Frederick Douglass. Improved to 6-0. The Bryan Station series with perhaps another outing to come. Trips to the nears. Stroutman in the gun. Rifles it, and it is pinballed and nearly picked.
Good play by the cornerback right there, getting his hand on the ball.
Looked like Zay White again. He's been involved with a couple of big defensive plays. As White nearly caught that one on the comeback. Fourth down and long. And the Broncos send on Terrian Hicks back there, perhaps as a punting option with Cooper Ranvier off to play soccer. It looks like, oh my, it's a scooper as Hicks gets it out of dodge, and it's going to be angled and caught by Jordan Haskins, and Haskins tripped up at the 47.
Almost blocked right there, but good play right there and good catch by Haskins.
There was a lot going on that punt. Got a new punter and a very difficult snap. As Haskins brings it back. Decent field position for Bryan Station. Their 46-yard line. Coming up at the conclusion of this game, we'll have a student-athlete representative from both teams as our most outstanding player, presented by Elite Building Products. Also look ahead to next week and have a wrap-up of your final stats. Frederick Douglass will improve to 4-3 on the season as Cutright slings it. Frazier, anywhere near him, he's going to catch it. And Devon Frazier, another nice grab.
Yeah, some really big catches by him today. It's been his favorite target for Cutright.
Gain of 5 as Devon Frazier takes it across the 50. .330 in this fourth quarter. It gets cooled off about 15 degrees since we began coverage at 11:30 Eastern. Cutright. Rather, that's a Branham. I beg your pardon. Branham is on, and he will misfire.
Looks like he was trying to hit his guy over there, number 9, Damon Green, but just not able to get it there to him. It's a little bit short.
I think the coaching staff is high on Branham. He's had his opportunities this year. That was his 18th pass attempt, and Bryan Station playing a couple of lopsided games the last few weeks. Branham has had his chance. Third down and medium from the Bronco 49. And Washington receiving the handoff, and it will be fourth down.
They went to that outside run again. Douglas made some adjustments and haven't really given them anything on those anymore.
Got an injured. Well, no, we don't, though. We had an injured Bronco. Nice sportsmanship by Bryan Station left tackle Jaden Randall to bring him up. So fourth down for Station. A lot of the folks beneath us well on their way out. And Branham tries to rifle it to Green, and it's broken up and incomplete.
Good coverage right there by Zion Strozer. Able to break up that pass to Bryan Station's top target today, Damon Green.
See what Frederick Douglass does here on this offensive set. The backup quarterback's Daniel Burnside. Burnside 5 of 8 on the year. We'll see if he gets an opportunity here in the remnants of this game. I'd like to thank both these great high schools, both these great programs for their support this week. Thanks to Abby Jackson here at Bryan Station, athletic director, for having us today. Always love coming here. The two class programs with a lot to look forward to in their respective football seasons. Kaysen in motion. He's a decoy, and here's a near side run to Dakari Talbert. Nice tackle in space. It's Isaiah Watts.
Just some short, simple runs right here just to finish the game off. But, yeah, good tackle right there. Good stop by the station defense.
Second down and 8. Second down and long. No urgency to run a play, as Burnside is the quarterback for the Broncos. 6'1", 158 sophomore. And Talbert coughs it up, and there he gathers it. He looked forward for a moment. You could see the wheels spinning. Where is it? And he was able to scoop it back up.
Just a miscommunication on the handoff right there, but way to still get on the ball and not give it up. Douglas is really good, did a good job on the turnover part of the game today, not giving up anything.
We got a flag. What will be third down and long play. And delay a game. Or, excuse me, is that unsportsmanlike? So third down and 10 is going to become third down and 25. Just over a minute left. He'll get his steps in. With 1:17 to play. Broncos with back-to-back home games to wrap up the regular season GRC next week, and then October 27 versus Boyle County. Station on the road next week at Madison Central, and then they'll wrap it up versus Central Hardin. And Burnside trying to find Dakari Talbert, and Talbert able to gather it and then slung to the ground.
Some good stops here by the station defense to end this game off.
I don't know if we're going to see another Terrian Hicks punt or not here on fourth down and a country mile. This is a big, big win for Frederick Douglass to come out of here in a tough environment and win this game. And to do so in impressive fashion. A station will call pause and a timeout. So much discussion here locally, how the gap has narrowed, and certainly it has narrowed, but still perhaps a way to go as Frederick Douglass took the lead early on a third down and long play, a screen pass. Terry Kaysen caught it for 41 yards, and the Broncos have never trailed in this game. It was tied at 7 late in the first half. Darion Talbert with a 60-yard rush. That set up an Avion Chenault 15-yard touchdown reception very late in the half. And then the Broncos, KJ, have dominated this second half.
They have. And yeah, Darion Talbert's really been the difference maker in this game, whether he's been making the big play or making a big play to set up his other guys to make a big play. He's really been a difference maker here today.
Hicks going back for more. He's going to, if you had Terrian Hicks with 2 punts on your bingo card today, you'd be a winner. And he will punt it away. Just out of the vision of your screen. Trust me, he's there. And Hicks gets it out, and it's high. And it is going to bounce at the 45 and trickle down. Scooped up at the station 33.
Really good punt right there. Took a nice bounce there at the end also for Douglas.
Station with a play or two, and that will wrap us up here this afternoon. Bryan Station third in the RPI coming in today. Douglas 13th, depending upon the source, so certainly those two ratios will change. Number 1 male, a winner last night at Fern Creek. Ballard, number 2, they won as well. And Station will take a knee. Big win today for Frederick Douglass. 34-14 as both teams shake hands here momentarily. Two great coaches leading two outstanding high school football teams. But today, Frederick Douglass, a winner, 34-14 over Bryan Station. They looked pretty good today, KJ.
They really did. Just dominated the game, honestly, especially in the second half. Just came out strong and really put a good finish to it. Coach
McPeak and Coach Hawkins. They talk a couple days a week, good friends, and today Douglass with the upper hand, 34-14. Our post-game report coming up here on Glycott. Be right back.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher, by making a real difference in the communities we serve, and by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by CSL Plasma. Be rewarded for your generosity. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing. Help save lives.
Final score, Frederick Douglass. A big win as they defeat Bryan Station 34-14. Chris LaBar alongside KJ Jones as we take a look at your scoring summary. And Frederick Douglass, you'll see Darian Talbert there, his name twice. And boy, what an impact he had today.
Yeah, really big impact. Doing it just all over the field. Had a big punt return, had some big catches, had some big runs. You name it, and he did it today.
Look at Terry Kaysen, 41-yard touchdown reception to start the scoring. That was on the first drive of the game. The Broncos had 3rd down and long, and a great play call by OC Evander Harris. Frazier in 4-yard touchdown reception. Then the Broncos score late in the first half. Avion Chenault, 15-yard touchdown reception. And then in the second half, Stroutman, 1-yard touchdown rush. Washington for Bryan Station, 4-yard touchdown run. And then Talbert in twice as the Broncos, I think a statement win today for them.
Yeah, definitely a statement win, and this shows kind of the dominance they have over Lexington, and they're a really good team over there, and I really feel like they'll make a deep playoff run this year.
What was the difference? Because Station certainly in the first half made some big plays, primarily with Trenton Cutright running the ball. What was the difference for you in the second half?
I'd say the difference is I think Douglas ran more of a quarterback contain and kept him in the pocket to where he couldn't escape the pocket and make plays with his legs. And then also Darian Talbert opening up that run game. And you open up the run game, you open up everything else. And that just helped the other players on his team better make plays also.
Yep, Talbert, that punt return, he's coming to our side and then reverses field, and just an incredibly athletic play for the score.
Yeah, it takes a special person to be on punt return. It takes even more special person to be able to do what he did, to be able to run that much. You got to be in good shape, and then to make the cuts and make the people miss, and then still have the energy to run it in to the end zone and outrun everybody. So really special play right there.
Broncos improved to 4-3 on the season, and Bryan Station falls to 5-3. We'll step aside, update the final stats. We'll also have a look at your most outstanding players on the way from Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Last season, Glycod streamed over 160 games. As our presence grows throughout Kentucky and Southern Indiana, we have a need for production, sales, and social media support. If you've ever wanted to pursue a career in the fast-paced world of broadcasting but didn't know how, these opportunities could be for you. For more information, please contact info@glycod.com.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Frederick Douglass defeats Bryan Station 34-14 as we welcome you back. Take a look at some of your final numbers presented by Traditional Bank. Who you bank with matters, and pretty even stats, but certainly the scoring not as even.
Yeah, and the stats, they actually are very close for the score to be such a far deficit or so far different. But, yeah, looks like these teams kind of pretty much had the same amount of rushing yards, close to the same amount of passing yards, off by 2 or 3 yards, same amount of penalties. Third down conversions about the same. I would say that Douglas's athletes maybe just played a little bit better today than Bryan Station.
Broncos with 2 key takeaways in this game, and Darian Talbert, his imprint all over. 7 rushes, 126 yards. He's got 3 grabs for 34 yards, and then a 50-yard punt return for a score.
Yeah, definitely the difference maker here in the game. Just the plays he made everywhere across the field, and definitely got his team that win today.
So unofficially, Talbert, 210 yards all-purpose as the Broncos get a big win for Bryan Station. Trenton Cutright, 142 rush yards, and then 115 passing yards with a score.
Yeah, and he really played good today, too. Really helped his team out, and just came up a little bit short here at the end of the game, but definitely played a very good game.
Take a look at your most outstanding players. I'm not sure there's a lot of suspense as we've kind of just queued them up, if you will, the most outstanding players presented by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, locally owned with an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. For more info, visit them at elitekentucky.com. And not a lot of suspense. Cutright and Talbert exemplary today.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think if you watch the game, you definitely know that these two played their butts off and definitely were the players of the game. Talbert really put the team on his back, and Cutright put the team on his back doing what he could, really extending plays with his legs, and really try to help his team get that win, but just came up a little bit short.
Thanks to Elite Building Products for their support here on Glycod and the representation of both these great student athletes, Darian Talbert and Trenton Cutright. We will take one more break, be back, take a look at next week's action when we come back after this on Glycod.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Final score again, Frederick Douglass defeats Bryan Station 34-14. As we welcome you back, take a look at next week's action here on Glycod. Number 1 male will take on defending state champ Bullitt East at 7. And then these Douglas Broncos, will see them at 7:30 for their kickoff against George Rogers Clark, Collins, South Oldham, St. X, Pleasure Ridge Park. Also highlight our Week 10 coverage. KJ, first time you've seen the Broncos this year. Your impressions?
I'm impressed, just the athletes that they have out there. And then Darian Talbert, seeing him in person play, just amazing. I can't even explain how good that he was. Just that punt return really just exemplified how good of a player he was. So just really excited about what I've seen here today.
And certainly for Bryan Station, again, certainly a loss, but they're going to play bigger games this year, and you get the sense they got something to be said.
Yeah, they still played good. They still have a lot to be proud about. I feel like they could still make a deep playoff run. Don't hang their heads too much on this loss. Just figure out what you did wrong or what you didn't do good in this game and just build off that. It's never a loss. It's a lesson. So just learn from this lesson right here.
That'll do it for us today. Steve Bird has been our executive producer. Isaac Golick, John Marsh on camera with Shidrok Artistani, the production assistant. For KJ Jones, I'm Chris Labar saying so long from Bryan Station High School. Thank you for watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing. Help save lives. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Meyer. Higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank. Because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen.
For scheduled information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.